Welcome to another edition of Behind the Bars TV. So I'm going to be doing an episode on Tommy Robinson. I'm doing an update because as a lot of you who have been following the channel, also a lot of you follow Tommy Robinson, and a lot of my subscribers have been asking us for an update and seeing if I've got any more information on Tommy Robinson. So just off following a few of his different platforms, and more so another one who is Liam Tufts, and I watched a video, and I will, like I say, I'm doing an update now to tell everybody that Tommy Robinson is still in HMP Woodhill, and he is in the block, which is the segregation unit. So he's just had a visit there a couple of days ago, on Saturday it was, and he was in good spirits, as I've heard of a couple of different sources. And like I've just mentioned, I follow his Twitter page, and Liam Tufts has been putting people straight, and he did say to share the news and let everybody know how he is doing. So he's in the segregation unit, and in the steg, you get out your pad, if you're lucky, for half an hour a day. So it's 23 and a half hours behind the door. Now he is there for his own safety. The screws have actually, well, not even the screws, because the screws don't have a say in the matter, even though a lot of people who haven't been to prison think it's the screws that do this sort of actions. Obviously the screws are there to enforce it as well, but they haven't got a say in anything when it comes to situations like putting people in the steg. Obviously that is down to the governor and the ones that run the prison. So obviously when Tommy has landed in HMP Woodhill, for his own safety, they have put him immediately down the block, the segregation unit. And a lot of people have obviously saying it's unfair, he shouldn't be down there. But as you can imagine, it's probably the best place for him. Even though he'll be pissed off that he's down there, he shouldn't be there, which he shouldn't be. He should be in a category D prison. He shouldn't even be in prison if everyone is open and honest, the ones that have been following the story and they know all about it. But he's down the block and he's safe, because that's what a lot of people have been asking. They've been asking me on my channel, because I've done a couple of videos on him, and asking, can you find out, or can you please let us know? Because a lot of people who are die-hard Tommy supporters do want to know what is going on with him. And obviously with this being a prison channel, I will be letting people know along the way what's actually going on with them. And like I said, the governors, upon his arrival, have took it into their own judgment, on their own hands, to say, right, we're going straight down the block. And normally when you get put down the block, normally when it's not your own fault, as it is with Tommy, they have put him down there for his own safety. Obviously, he's not going to go on the VP rings. He's not going to imagine Tommy going on the VP rings, sitting with the nonsense. I don't think so. Probably the nonsense that he has been exposing will be on the VP rings. So he's not going to do that. And obviously, everything that he stands for, he's not going to go on the non-swings. So he's down the segregation block. And like I say, if you're down there, like Tommy is, where you haven't committed any offences inside a prison or getting any adjudications, because an adjudication, which is a nicking inside a prison, if you get a nicking and you get an adjudication where you're up in front of the governor, that's when you get things took off you and you get put down the block and you get CC'd. But because he's done none of that, he's kept his head down, they've put him down there for his own safety. He will be given a TV, so he'll not just be sitting there in an empty cell, left to rot, like a lot of prisoners are who were down there for their own doing, for what they've actually done. Whereas Tommy will have a TV down there, and he will be having it better than what most people would do in the Seg. Even though he's in that shit state of affairs, stuck down there, he will, like I've mentioned, he'll have his TV. And I've heard that the screws have been all right with him, keeping his morale up. So the best thing for him has been down that block, because as you can imagine, the type of inmates that are in that prison, HMP Woodhill, it is now become a dumping ground for a lot of inmates from the high security estates who have had a lot of trouble in the likes of Franklin, Whitemore, Full Sutton, Wakefield, all them high security prisons, and Long Lawton. When they've had trouble in there, they've been fighting amongst each other. They use Woodhill as a dumping ground, and they put in there the worst of the worst. So they've got gang members from different areas that have been dumped in there. Obviously, they've got a lot of Muslim prisoners in there. There's 30-odd% Muslims in that prison. And a lot of them, not all of them, because they're not all the same, but there will be a lot of them that want Tommy's blood. I want to get a hold of him and make an example of him. And that's exactly what they'll be doing. But obviously, he's getting kept down there. They'll probably keep him there throughout his sentence. He will be eligible for the early release. So 40% out of the 9 months. And then with tag as well, he'll maybe only serve about 3 months. But we'll see what happens. But like we're saying about it being unfair, doesn't matter what side you're on, you've got to agree that what they've done to him is absolutely unfair, especially chucking him in that type of prison to make an example of him, because the offence that he's in for, contempt of court, is not classed as an extravagant or violent type of offence that deserves a Category B high-risk prison like Woodhill. Most people like that go straight to Category D, or sometimes, if there's no spaces in the Category D, you go to Category C. To be honest with you, the majority of people get a suspended sentence for it. But obviously, he's sitting in there where he's at, and supposedly he's doing fine. So that's what I wanted to bring to the viewers' attention, because they've all been asking for it. And as you can see, this is my new style of video. I've already uploaded 2 videos this morning, earlier on today. And the reason why I'm doing it like this now, doing it on a live, is because I've mentioned it previously in another video. It's easier to upload like this, because once I've done a live on here, obviously I can get a bit interacting with the subscribers at the end as well. And as soon as I click end on the video, it automatically uploads, which is a quicker and easier way, because like I've mentioned, it's a fuck on sometimes when you're uploading a video. It can take 2, 3 hours, 4 hours to upload a 10-minute video. But whilst I'm on the subject as well, I will talk a little bit about all these migrants that are coming into the country, the illegal immigration. There's another 780 came over yesterday. There's thousands and thousands coming every week. And it's not far right talking about it. It's not racist talking about it. People are afraid to talk about it. I don't know why, because everyone's got these thoughts on what's going on. And I've just seen a video where I'll try and upload it. But I've just seen a video where they housed 300 men, 300 legal migrants in this town centre. I forget where the place was. I've just watched the video on TikTok, and all the villages and all the townspeople, are in the church having a gathering and having a community meeting with the police officers, the community officers. And what they're saying is there's 300 illegal migrants being housed in this hotel, and you can understand where the villagers are coming from. They want to know who these people are and where they've come from, because no one knows the background, where they've come from. They might be innocent people, they might not have done anything, but there's 300 people right next to an all-girls school, unvetted. Now, I'll try and upload the video so you can get me address and see what I'm talking about. But I'm talking about this more on this channel. because a lot of people who watch my channel think exactly the same and they want these type of updates. It's absolutely out of control, and it's not being racist, and it's not wanting them fucking out. It's on about the government as well, letting all of this happen. 56,000 are housed in hotels, costing 8 million a day. The country is going to an absolute shambles. And for the videos that I seen yesterday on Remembrance Sunday, when people were turning up at the cenotaphs, when people were trying to have a private or a low-key gathering, remembering the fallen soldiers, and then you had all these fucking idiots disrupting it. There was one idiot I seen in particular, I'm not sure if you've seen it, the video of this geeky-looking white bloke, long black hair with glasses on, ran in the middle of the crowd when everyone's doing a minute's, or was 2 minutes silence, ran in amongst the crowd, shouting his mouth off, disrupting the minute's silence, and the coppers twisted him up and took him away before he got done in good and proper. Well, what sort of muppet was going to do that? But it actually showed you a few weeks back when some TV reporter woman was doing a bit of journalism, and he bombarded, obviously jumped in the back and come running in and started shouting, "I identify as a female." What an absolute muppet. And that muppet went and bombarded the cenotaph and disrupted it when all those family members and obviously ex-army veterans were all there waiting. Sorry, not waiting. All them were there paying their respects, and that fucking muppet went and done that. So I will be bringing that type of stuff on here because it's what people want to talk about. But again, with that many videos going up lately and the amount of comments on my videos, I haven't got time to go through all of them. So forgive us if I don't respond to you, but I will try my best. But as you can imagine, this is just in my spare time. So when I'm doing these videos and I'm getting hundreds and hundreds of comments, it's hard to try and get through them all. But I will interact with a couple of your subscribers and comments on here now, see what people are saying. So Nate says, I wonder who's cooking Tommy's food. I wonder. It'll be the block orderlies. So, and I'm not sure who the block orderlies are. Right. But anyways, I'll just leave that one there for now. I just wanted to come on, do a quick update to let everybody know what was going on with Tommy and talking about freedom of speech and not being racist, not being far right, being true to what I say, true to what I believe in, and true to what the fuck is going on. And it's not just this country. Like, everybody should stand up for their own country. I'm not on about saying stand up and go and fight, but I mean stand up for the morals and what you actually believe in for your own country. It's all right for every other country to do it, but yet when we do it, we get branded racists. But that's just the way the fucking shit state of everything is at the moment. But I'm going to leave that one there for now, people. There will be plenty more videos coming. Maureen, thanks for your support. You're always on my channel. But take care, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your night and watch what you're doing.